Good evening. The BBC's Disclosure programme has been inside asylum protests which have divided communities across the country. Protests and counter-protests have been taking place since the summer in places like Falkirk, Perth and Aberdeen. There are currently 6,300 people seeking asylum in Scotland and more than 1,500 living in hotels. The investigation found fear from locals over safety and concerns over fairness, but also misinformation and deep-seated anger. In one case, a counter-protester was wrongly accused of being a paedophile. Mark Daly has this report.
Falkirk this year. People are protesting at the Claddon Hotel, which is being used to house male asylum seekers. These protesters have turned their attention on pro-immigration campaigner Kevin Doyle. They've mistaken him for a convicted paedophile.
Come here, there. He's going to get lunch tonight.
They were saying that they were going to come to my house. They were going to smash my windows, set the house on fire, and they were going to slit my throat.
This group outside Kevin's home was dispersed by the police. It got worse for Kevin. The next day, the group organising the protests, Save Our Future and Our Kids' Futures, posted his photo on their Facebook page next to the convicted sex offender.
It has created an element of fear. This group haven't made my community any safer for me. They've done the opposite. They've effectively put a target on my back.
Conor Graham is the main organiser of the group. He said the post was made in error by another administrator and removed within 20 minutes. The protests outside the Claddon have been going on since the summer. There is anger here.
Keep Britain white! Keep Scotland white!
There has been racism, white supremacist posters and what appears to be Nazi salutes. But there is also genuine fear. Former Claddon resident Sadek Nikzad from Afghanistan was jailed earlier this year for raping a 15-year-old girl.
These are all undocumented, fighting-age men coming to our country unchecked. Our granddaughters, our daughters should be safe to walk the streets.
Local councillor Laura Murtagh protests on the other side.
There's a really big problem in global society with sexual violence and with domestic abuse and with violence against women and girls, and that's what we need to be focused on, not scapegoating one community.
Those on the protesters' side reject allegations of racism.
This is not about racism. This is not about anything skin colour. It's about illegal, unvetted and undocumented men. They're getting telly, they're getting warmth, they're getting clothing, they're getting phones, they're getting free healthcare. And if you think that's right in our country right now, I don't.
I was interviewing an asylum seeker staying at the hotel when we were approached by a woman filming on her phone.
That's why you're encouraging these young men to sit in this park. Just asking why you're encouraging these young men to sit in this park. Take it that park that women and children come here on their own to walk their dogs.
So we're just
this Falkirk is a big place.
So we're just
but you're encouraging them to come into a park.
I don't really understand what your concern is because there's no threat.
Right at this moment in time there's not? Is that what you're telling me?
Exactly.
If anything happens in here, you've got it on your heads.
The woman posted the incident on social media and it was viewed millions of times. We checked her claim that children had been followed in the park and Police Scotland told us there had been no reported incidents. There are now plans by the UK government to close asylum hotels and crack down on asylum numbers. But will that be enough to heal the divisions in communities like Falkirk? Mark Daly, reporting Scotland.
And you can watch Disclosure, Our Refugees Welcome here now on the iPlayer. A Fife nurse who was suspended after complaining about sharing a changing room with a transgender colleague has launched fresh legal action over her treatment. Sandy Peggy claims she's been the victim of discrimination and harassment in the way her disciplinary case was handled by NHS Fife. Ms Peggy's still awaiting the outcome of a tribunal which has heard evidence throughout this year. That's going to be quite the match.
Good luck to them.
You have the weather.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Laura. Good evening to you. It's been a wet evening of weather across much of the country. Very gradually, though, tonight, the rain will become confined to the far northeast and the Northern Isles, heavy at times. A scattering of showers following on into western coasts with the odd rumble of thunder. Otherwise, though, during the early hours, a lot of dry weather developing with some clear spells. Indeed, a touch of frost for some sheltered rural areas. So we start tomorrow with that rain across the far northeast and the Northern Isles. Very gradually, it'll pull away from Shetland during the afternoon, leaving a day of sunny spells and showers, most frequent across the northwest, heavy at times with the odd rumble of thunder. Further south and east, fewer showers, a high of around 6 to 9 Celsius. Midweek and low pressure will continue to drive our weather really through Thursday and Friday too, with rain bearing frontal systems, showers in the mix at times too. A bright start across eastern Scotland on Wednesday, but the showers will move in from the west as we go through the course of the day. Fewer showers, more in the way of sunshine for southern and central areas, and again temperatures of around 6 to 9 or 10 Celsius. That's the forecast. Back to you, Laura.
Thank you, Kirsty. And that is Reporting Scotland. We're back tomorrow morning. In the meantime, from everyone on the Lake team, good night.
And needless to say, the locals are extremely excited about the visit of Celtic.
It was a really good opportunity for them, for the club and for the players themselves.
Yeah, this place might get a bit busier on match day.
I know, I'm dreading working.
I can see the full park from my top window.
You might get a few people asking for tickets to your house.
Well, probably, aye. I could rent my back room out, aye.
So, Mary might have a bit of a money-maker going, and this tie will do Talbot's coffers no harm either. Kenny Crawford, Reporting Scotland.